to say you are a storied human being, I don't think really even cuts it. Your journey is so surreal, and it all has accumulated to this moment that you're at today, obviously about to play the Walt Disney Concert Hall. We'll get to that shortly.
Okay.
But I want to take it back to the start of your American experience. I saw an interview where you said you came to Los Angeles to pursue the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
So did I. I moved here 9 years ago.
9 years ago?
9 years ago to pursue the American dream, and I'm a firm believer in it. To you, when you set that goal, what was it? What did the American dream look like to someone who had already such an amazing career?
I don't think I achieved that goal yet. I'm still trying. The first thing I had to do was learning English. I spoke zero English when I came here. So then, so that's how I started. Then, I wouldn't say everything it has been easy, but at the same time, I'm been very lucky to have, amazing friends, amazing fans. I think the fans from even Japan, Asia, or Europe, or when I came here, they started, supporting me. So,
You say you haven't done it yet. How do you know when you have? What will that look like for you?
Right now?
Yeah. How will you know that you have accomplished that American dream that you set out for?
I might have done something when I did the hands-on footprint event at the TCL Chinese Theatre in Hollywood. When I was chosen for Time 100 last year, I was like, maybe I might have done something. Yeah, was it this year? I got Asia Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
No, that's last year.
Was that 7 months ago? Yeah,
a few months ago. Yeah.
The time doesn't exist when you live in Los Angeles. I don't know what day or time it is anymore.
Sorry. So I felt very grateful, and then I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I got the Medal of Honor from Entertainment Community Fund. So I mean, do I deserve that? I don't know. Inside I feel like I have to do so much more things to get there. But I'm extremely grateful that people been recognizing or supporting me that way.
That's interesting that you say, do I deserve that? You question, do I deserve that? I think your fans would say that you do. And the longevity that you've had in your career would also say that you do. And I appreciate the humble attitude that you have. Is that one of the many things, I'm sure, that keeps you going, that keeps you motivated, keeps you creating, is that self kind of questioning?
Good question. I have a lot of depth, and then things I need to kind of, think, and then I'm always questioning. The reason is I lost, several people which I really loved, and still love. My father, my mother, band members. So, especially when I lost, pretty much everyone, but band members, because I've been the leader of the band, then why was not me? Why they had to leave first? So that's kind of like a question. Also, like when I lost my mother, a few years ago, it really hit me. So I think I said it in the speech when I did the Chinese theater. So because I was trying so hard to pursue American dreams, so I moved here. Then my mother was in Japan, so I didn't spend enough time. So I was just working, composing, recording, directing film or fashion, doing this like 24/7. I been dedicating entire my life, every single second pretty much to pursue American dreaming. So I was like, what have I been doing? But at the same time, my fans are happy. Then, but was I a good son for my mother, or So that's kind of question.
I appreciate you saying that, and that's something that resonates with me, because moving halfway around the world is not an easy decision.
Right.
And every day I think about my family, and every day I question the same thing. Did I make the right decision? And my answer to myself that I have come to appreciate, and appreciate the fact that obviously they have been very encouraging, is I think I did, because a parent's goal is to raise you as well as they can and then send you off to do your thing. And I think the fact that you have continued to do your thing with them in mind, all of these people that you speak about, is the best thing that you could have done, because now that memory of them and their memory lives on in your art and in your creation. And that's the beautiful thing about music. You mentioned your bandmates. They are immortal because of the music that you created together.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So they don't go anywhere. Has music been a therapy for you?
Completely. Yeah, it's the process of even making, music or any kind of art is very therapeutic. So, especially these days, AI can create music like a drop of a hat, But I think the process is very important. So, sometimes you struggle to get the melody or like a chord progression or something like that. Or if you create the music with a band, you argue or like all those process is very valuable. Then, yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's interesting you mentioned AI, because that's something I wanted to talk about in the interview. It's like the way that people create music now is changing and evolving so much. Does it excite you or does it scare you?
I think both. Yeah, to be honest. Certain area is very exciting. Certain area is kind of scary. So let's see, as a musician and artist perspective, it's kind of scary. But I'm not too worried about it, because what exactly art, not. So we watch some film or we listen to the music, and then sometimes we like that art hits your heart, like grabs your emotion. You cry or you laugh, makes you happy or makes you, that grabs your heart. Why? Because of that, art itself. And let's see, when I was listening to Beethoven, then let's see, I also play some Beethoven or Bach or Chopin. Then I was playing Moonlight Sonata. Such a beautiful song. Actually, I'm going to be playing that song on my upcoming concert too. Then I've learned he couldn't almost hear. He was losing hear. He was losing, hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, he was going through a lot of struggle and pain. That even hits me the most. Like, appreciated the art he created. That added even more value to that, more depth into this same music. So, so in terms of the AI issue, the human creation has so much more depth in it. So, again, you can create amazing art in 5 seconds, or it could take 5 years. It's exactly the same goal, but the 5 years is very important.
Yep.
So then I believe people would appreciate those 5 years of your struggle.
Right. Yeah, as you say, you can hear what someone is going through within the music, and it's fascinating that even with classical music, as you say, you can feel what the artist was feeling, even though there are no words. You can just feel it in the way that they tell their story. Man, let's talk about these shows that you just mentioned. Walt Disney Concert Hall, July 16th and 17th, 2 shows, one of them Scarlet Night, the other Violet Night. I think that's a really cool concept, man. I think you're onto something special there, different set lists, different emotional palettes. How did you decide kind of which songs represented Scarlet and which represented Violet?
So, it's kind of like my coming back show. I went through 3rd time neck surgery. So, coming from my, I still do, but I was playing drums so hard, like head banging, then I knew I had to go through this, even when I was doing this, because I was having constant neck pain and everything. So 2024, I did my 3rd neck surgery in October. So I had to take almost like 1 year break. The physical therapy and the rehabilitation. So then I decided to come back on stage. At that time, I was not sure. Maybe that's it, If you do neck surgery 3 times, I have 2 artificial discs in my neck. Then even playing piano, my fingers still a little bit numb. My neck surgery helped me a lot. But so should I come back to the stage or not? Then again, the same kind of question. As long as I'm doing this, still being active, people may find out about me. Then through me, they may find out about my late member, I lost. So how amazing they were. So maybe I should keep on going. Also from the support from my fans, it really motivates me. Anyway, so then I just did I did a show in Tokyo in April. That was like a kind of like overture of what's going to be happening for upcoming Walt Disney Concert Hall show. Then, so the reason I named 2 nights Scarlet Night and Violet Night. Scarlet Night is like still bleeding. I want to show, I want to describe the performance of I'm playing drums, but I'm still bleeding. But I want to say it's okay to be bleeding. Then Violet Night, it's not completely, healing, but going towards more future. So that's kind of the concept. So, yeah.
You just mentioned a lot I want to get into. I mean, you've done concerts at all these amazing venues, Carnegie Hall, Royal Albert Hall, the Disney Hall, which is known for its acoustics and just sounding so beautiful. So it is the perfect location for this endeavor. How do you adjust, I guess, your touch on the piano when moving between vastly different acoustic settings? Do you play differently depending on the sonics of a room?
I do, yeah. I think that when I perform, when I play show, every single element affects me, including the audience. I mean audience, you know. Yeah, like if I'm playing the piano, just front of just one person, or front of 100,000 people, or like I feel the entire emotion from people, from thousands of people coming from me.
Yeah.
It's
pretty intense.
very intense. Also the acoustic, then the history of the hall. When I play Carnegie Hall, like I feel it, like even like a footstep I'm walking, dun, dun, dun. I feel that. So I just went to see Disney Hall, or Disney Concert Hall a few weeks ago. Then I was like, wow, you know. I mean, from outside, architecture is amazing too, but inside it's so beautiful. Then yeah, acoustics so beautiful, so good.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
I can't wait to see the show. You know, you mentioned you feel the emotion and the energy from the audience no matter where you play. Every night, especially here in the States, there's a high chance that you're playing to someone that has never seen you before. What does that pressure add to your performance?
I love it.
Do you? You thrive off it, do you? I bet you do. Explain that to me. What does that mean to you?
That doesn't mean I'm extremely confident, but yeah, I love performing in front of the people who have no idea who I am. Yeah, I just did it week ago or so in New York. You know, the crowd was amazing. More like a Broadway, you know, which I really respect crowd. So I don't know how many people knew about me, but I played drums, started playing drum solo. They went to classical piano. So then, yeah, I think people liked it. Then I was very happy doing that. Because, you know, I play heavy rock drums and classical music. Obviously, Disney Concert Hall, I'm going to be playing classical heavy. But you see, I may do something little crazy, a rock side too.
Love that. Love that. Bring it on, I say. Bring it on.
I love experimenting, you know. So it's like I'm always like pursuing the possibility of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, art doesn't have to, you know, define just one thing. Just it can be always like you know, expand the translation of art. So even though people say I'm a rock drummer, classical pianist, then composer, or slash blah 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 blah, but I would like to just expand it even more. So genres are just people just, you know, just decide this is rock, this is EDM, this is classical music, punk rock. But I'm just doing the music. I'm creating art. So that's how I feel. So then what I'm doing is a lot of crossover. Maybe hard to define.
Do you like the term genre? Do you like, or do you feel like it puts artists in a box?
Good question. Do I like the term genre? You know, to explain something, you know, this is apple, this is orange, maybe you may need some kind of term. But I don't know. You know, you can name anything you want, you know. So yeah, somebody decided to say this is rock. Somebody decided to say this is, you know, classical music or alternative. You know? So yeah, we can create something. Maybe I should create. That sounds kind of arrogant. So
You can do whatever you like.
This genre is Yoshiki.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's your genre is Yoshiki. That's what you are. You know, going back to the crowd and the show, can you feel the exact moment when, like, you've won them over? Do you know? Can you feel that moment? Can you feel that shift? What does it feel like? What does it look like?
I do. Also, I do have sometimes the other way around as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm not doing good. To be honest.
Well, what are the signs for both?
when I forget, I'm performing. So that when I'm doing it, then I'm spiritual, but I'm not crazy. Okay, I almost become like a part of the audience. I'm also watching my finger moving. Like, wow, I'm not doing this. Just I'm becoming like kind of like a channel or something through the sky or something. It's like then I feel everything just becoming, creating the art together, including the vibe from the audience emotions, and everything just becoming one. I feel it, like then I feel it a lot.
And I mean, with the different things that you do, I mean, classical in particular is known for precision and technical precision. How do you kind of balance that and keeping classical, but then also playing to your instincts? Because as you say, you're a channel, you're not thinking. How do you find that balance?
Great question. Yes. As a pianist, I practice a lot. When I travel, I've been traveling around the world. I have piano teachers everywhere. So
Really?
yeah, I'm constantly learning. There's still, I still need to have years of practice. Yes, it's endless. Even like even one touch with the key. There's so many ways of hitting the key. So yeah, then when I have 5 minutes, I start freaking out. Where's the piano? Then I start playing. Especially when I'm preparing for the concert, such as Walt Disney Concert Hall or Carnegie Hall or Albert Hall or So yeah, I'm just becoming nervous if I don't practice piano. Like I try to practice like at least like 3 to 6 hours a day.
Really?
Yeah, try to. So
wow.
When I'm on the plane, it's impossible. I fly a lot. Sometimes 16 hours flight, 11 hours flight. But as soon as I get to some country, I go to the studio. I was in New York last week. I flown from Tokyo, 13, 14 hours, something like that. Went straight to the studio, practiced piano 6 hours. Then went to the hotel, took shower. I still have to learn a lot more, study, practice. At the same time, when I'm on stage, then I somehow am confident. So when you do that, a lot. So you can just create your own translation of the classical music or the art format. So the other side of me comes in and then just smash everything. Sometimes I was playing it's my especially my composition. I rewrite every single note to my scores, and then I have everything set. Then sometimes I just start smashing the piano like this, like banging the piano and coming back. So it's like very unpredictable moment can happen. So I think that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Also, your own translation of Chopin or Beethoven. I try to learn as much as I can for what's his the amazing composer's intention, but at the same time I'll translate it more like punk rock way or something like that too.
So going from that lifestyle then, what was that year off like? It must have been like heartbreaking to not be able to do all of that. Like going from 3 to 6 hours a day, you live and breathe this stuff, man. So like, what was that year off like for you? What did it teach you about yourself?
That's a great question too. So I would say past several years, I had zero life. Amazing life with the audience on stage and creating art. So I don't really have a hobby. Well, again, when I have time, I just start writing or practicing piano or creating. I also create wine, champagne. I do fashion. My family's come from fashion industry, so it's kind of in my blood. You know what? I wouldn't say I had zero life. I had it. It's hard to draw the line because what I do, what I like to do is also my work.
Yes.
So it's hard. It's hard to find the line between separate, what exactly you're doing. Are you working or are you playing around? Or
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That's so interesting. Well, I think that's good. I'm the same. I love what I do. I feel so lucky every day that I get to do this. And yeah, when you do love what you do, then there isn't much of a line. But I also think that's good. And it allows you to kind of hone in on that thing that you love. We're talking about these shows and, you're going to do a little bit of everything in their classical focus, but we'll get some rock in there as well. Does your rock sensibility ever bleed into your classical and vice versa? How?
Completely. Rock element is kind of like a rebellious kind of mind, if I can describe it that way. So when I'm playing, like, let's say Mozart or something like that, I feel that Mozart could have been punk rock, maybe when he was creating that kind of thing. Also, I love like dynamics of art, so even music. So rock doesn't have to go straight forward from A to B, like just loud. Can have like take you to journey. Mm-hmm. So classical music has that, very, very pianissimo to fortissimo moment, crescendo, decrescendo. So that element I can, put that one into rock format. So that's, I think, doing both. I feel very lucky to be doing this. By the way, this show I'm going to be playing at Walt Disney Concert Hall may have surprising guest.
Nice.
You never guessed.
Really? You're keeping us on our toes, man. You're keeping us wondering. I love that, though. And I feel like that's been your whole career, is you've kept people wondering. I think that's one of the reasons all the good artists do. Look at all of the people that have lasted the test of time. You never knew what they were going to do next, So interesting, man. I love that, and I can't wait to see those shows. It's estimated that you've sold 30 to 50 million records. That's a big number, and there are only a chunk of people that can say that they've done that. Does that statistic feel kind of like a shield of validation, or is it a heavy weight that kind of demands you match it with what you do next?
I would say both. I always have a lot of pressure. Then I also feel like a little bit of achievement. Yeah, it's kind of both. So I feel like, I still feel a lot of pressure, then a little bit of achievement. But I really care about now, this moment. Sometimes people, like, they say, sacrifice yourself for the past or for the future. This moment is very important. If you are worried about the future so much, you're not living this life, right, this moment. So as your past, I mean, not only me, people went through a lot of hard time, a lot of painful moment. But if you completely stick to the past always, you can't live your life right this moment. So the presence is very important.
Yeah.
So no matter what I did, achieved, it's great, but that was just past. Then I would like to live this moment.
Live in the moment. It's good advice to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that is fascinating about you is that you straddle these two cultures so nicely, Japanese, American. What perspective do you think that gives you? What advantage does that give you?
Yeah, I almost live Japan. Also, I travel in Asia a lot. Also, my main place I've been living past 3 decades is the US. Also, I go to Europe a lot. France, UK, Germany, Italy. Then US, obviously, in Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, San Francisco, Texas, a lot of places. I feel very grateful. Then, how do I describe that? When I first came here, from Japan, I felt the culture was completely different. So I was not used to, I don't know, also Japan 30 years ago was very kind of conservative-ish, so especially I was growing up, the family who used to run kimono family is very strict, a lot of a strict, I think that's cool, but environment I grew up. They came here, I see a lot of freedom at the same time, so you can I was even though when I was in Japan, I was very rebellious, to start doing rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Put it this way. When I first dyed my hair blonde, they had a spike hair. I couldn't stop any cab in Japan. No.
Wow.
The cab was like, I'm not going to take that passenger.
Really? Okay.
No. So, yeah. Then I kind of loved it. But so then they came here. I was like, wow, that's, I can have a spike here and whatever. That's great. I can have color my hair red. I loved it. I liked both, that kind of size, and the history of, Japan, or history of Europe, or the freedom of America, or American dream, and then, all the culture has a lot of attractive, element.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm a very positive thinking person.
Mm-hmm.
I try to incorporate the good side into, of course there's a lot of things you need to learn when you go into different culture. Mm-hmm. But I'm still trying. I try to learn, that I respect the culture wherever I go. Then, try to enjoy that.
Do you think one of the reasons that your work resonated in Japan all these decades ago is because you were rebelling in a conservative time?
Could be. So the culture I was translating in Japan at that time was to belong, to become average. That I'm not criticizing anything.
No.
So, it's not bad, but I wanted to stick out. I wanted to do. So there's a word in Japan, the nail sticks out, hammers down, something like that. There's okay, I'm gonna stick out way too far. People can cannot hammer down me. So that was my kind of concept.
Yeah.
That is just, it's just like, there's no, I don't know, I just enjoyed it, like not belonging there.
Right.
So,
It worked and it resonated.
but poor my mom.
Poor your mum.
She was like, what did you do?
What now? I love that. You're also quite the philanthropist. You've helped people all around the world in many different facets of things. Having this international experience that you do, what perspective does that give you on global humanitarian work? What have you seen? What does it give you?
The reason I started doing the charity work was a very personal reason. I lost my father when I was 10. Actually, he took his own life. Then, growing up with our father, especially, how he passed away, was very hard. Then somehow I made it through. Then when I'm on 20, I started supporting kids who had unfortunate situation or something like that. If you like some people in orphanage, those people, I wanted to give them hands to encourage them. You can make it, So then eventually I established my own non-profit foundation. Then I started feeling like it's kind of selfish where helping people helps you. So, also, it's hard to be justifying why I'm still here, because as I said, I lost, members and family and parents. But when I'm doing charitable work, philanthropic work, I feel like, I'm okay to be here. So that kind of thing really helps me. Then I would encourage people to do that. Please help someone else, someone that helps you.
I love that. That was beautifully said. To wrap up, as I say, you've spoken about wanting immortality through your work. And we spoke about it at the start of the interview, how people and their energies live on through the work that they create. What do you want to leave behind? What do you want in 50 years' time people to feel when they listen to your work?
I listen to classical music a lot still. Some of the music were born 200 years ago. Then that music still helps me, helping people. So eventually, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna disappear from this world. But the art I'm creating or people creating may last forever. So, maybe 100 years from now, somebody may say, this song beautiful, I decided to move forward because of this song, it inspires me, or something like that. I would like to create as many art as possible while I'm still breathing.
And may you continue. Thank you. It was so nice to chat with you. I appreciate your time. I'll see you at Walt Disney Concert Hall.
Same here. Looking forward to seeing you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.